So with that, I'll end so I can answer some questions. So if you have questions, raise your hand or drop them into the chat. And after this webinar, I'm going to send to every participant a copy of an 18-page workbook called your 2.0 Blueprint. It is filled with several thought-provoking and goal-setting exercises. You will also find my contact information at the end of the workbook. So I invite you to reach out when you're ready to have a conversation about your future. And for those of you who may be watching this recording, if you reach out to me, I will gladly send you a copy of your U 2.0 Blueprint also. Thank you very much. Any questions?
It's been really awesome I've known Jon for a bit now. We're in the same networking group and we're both in similar industries he does career ownership. I do more career counseling. And we have just seen such a rise of unexpected layoffs of people in senior executive positions after they have put, like you said, years into this job, so many hours just to get laid off because they have the highest salary and they just are trying to cut off loose ends. And a lot of my clients right now are in that era where they're like, I don't want to try to go back to the classic 9 to 5, have this happen again and be stuck with this. But I also am like trying to figure out what's next. I don't just have this ability to like make miniatures and sell those or something. Like it's not as easy to just have like a hobby you can monetize. So it's really like, what can I do next? And you have these executive skills that could be translated into a business. And I think it's so interesting that with the entrepreneur source, they have so many options. It's not just like one industry. There's coaching businesses and like manufacturing. There's a million different industries. So I think it's just fascinating that you're not just stuck into one bucket. There's so many opportunities for franchising. And just like being a business owner as a whole. And with the entrepreneur source, I think it's amazing that they just do this coaching to help you figure out what you actually want and what would be a good fit. So if you've ever thought about it, I highly encourage you to pick Jon's brain because I have just found him fascinating. I think he's very helpful, especially to the 40 plus population. So just wanted to put that out there that like, I think there's a lot of benefit you can get just from picking his brain.
Yeah. One of the disappointments in working with 40 plus is I really think that entrepreneurship and, or franchise ownership, or most of the people who are in the position that we work with should probably consider that. Not that everyone should go that route. But I think there's just too many people that they've got some roadblocks. I can never do that. And I wish they would give more serious consideration. Is this, can I make this work? What will be the result?
I think you're spot on that, because when a lot of people, when I reach out to people and they hear the word franchising, they think of McDonald's, they think of food, but they also think that it's used carpet salesman, or why don't you, get a Medicare Advantage program. And so Entrepreneur Source, we've been in business 40 years, and we recognize that the better value is coaching. We will never push anyone to make a decision. The only commitment we ask for people is to keep an open mind. And people can leave us at any time, come back. I have clients that have come back after 1 year. And there are 5,800 franchise companies in America today. We vet a group of people to be in our code of conduct, we call it. We work with about 240 companies who know that we will not pressure people to make decisions, that this is an emergence of knowledge, awakening. Schooley Mitchell, Ron, is one of the companies we work with. So, I can imagine you went through this same process to reach your decision to invest in Schooley. And there's nothing greater. The reason I became a coach is I encountered ageism when I came back to the United States. However, I like talking to people. And so I was contacted by an entrepreneur coach, and I looked at 3 possibilities. And one was a brick and mortar dog grooming daycare business, which really was appealing. The other one was a biohazard cleanup business, which really had great returns of income and investment. But at the end of the day, I just like talking to people, and it's not therapy, it's coaching. It's helping people realize and reimagine what's possible.